All right, let's go. All right. Elijah Harkless steal. Guys, I wanted to watch Ace Bailey so badly. I don't think he's going to play the rest of the summer league, it feels like. And welcome to the YouTube people. Look, here goes Cody. Okay, Cody. That was nice. How about Cody Williams earn Summer League MVP tonight? 50-piece coming. We're all doing great. We all wanted to watch Ace Bailey, though, but that's not feeling like it's going to happen. Ugh. Get in there. Ah! AJ Johnson's playing. Good question. Let's see. Actually, I'm looking at the thing here. There's a player on the Wizards called Leaky Black. He's playing. I do not see Trey Johnson. I wonder if he's not playing because I would imagine he'd be starting. All right. Here we go. Guys, I have to say, I'm really bummed that there's no Ace Bailey. It almost feels like the Jazz just want to. They're tanking the summer league so they don't have to keep playing. Come on, Jazz. Come on, dude. Can you guys believe Bradley Beal is going to the Clippers? Good job, Sonogo. Ooh. This is. And I think the Jazz play on Friday. Cody, come on. Ah! Chicago on Friday. That's right. Hey, Mc2, I bought a car from that place. Pick it up on Friday. E to truth. Let's go, Jazz. Welcome, E. Nice steal by Collier. This is the most. Yeah, I think it was good price. I was happy with it. By the way, guys, if you're going to buy an EV, this whole EV credit's going away. I'm not going to get political, but it's disappointing. So I still get that EV credit. If you're going to buy an electric car, you better do it soon. It's actually some, I think literally like next month. So Merry Christmas to everyone. But anyways, that's gone. Uh, I am taking advantage though. So $4,000, baby. And basically what people do is they'll like go get like a Chevy Bolt, like I'm getting, or something like that that qualifies. And basically you can use the EV credit as your down payment. It's freaking awesome. Um, Pretty darn successful program, but no more. No more. That's right. Just pour that stuff right into the side. I do not. I'm not. I've. Uh, by the way, I'm not reading names anymore because I had that one night. I read the name and I was like, "Son of a gun!" So I'm not reading your name out loud. Whoa! Come on! He fell down. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Select a reason. No reason. Oh, banned. Oh, it feels so good to ban somebody today. You, sir, banned. I don't know, Sonogo. That wasn't the biggest effort there. Is this game the most go through the motions game you've ever seen? Ah, see, look at how well Williams drives. There is where his game is right now, and that was nice. That was nice. I think the driving game for Cody Williams is legit. Look, who says build around Ace when you've got Cody Williams? Look at that steal, Cody Williams. Cody's having a game, guys. Let's see. Uh Cody Williams, 3 for 5. A steal. Ugh. But anyways, I'm excited to get my new EV car. I'm very excited. It's a 2022, yep, and it's the EUV, not the EV. I think how much was it? I think it ended up being I'll have to tell you next time. Ask me next time, but I can't. I'm not completely sure. I think it's going to end up coming around 17. It might be less, but I think that will be after EV credit. But we shall see. I'll let you know. Uh, D. Allen, not on Jazz Plus. Tyler John. Sorry, my dude. Tyler Johnson, cutting and driving is the name of the game for Cody. Yeah, that's one thing he's doing really well, guys. Is he's driving to the basket, like he's cutting, and like Tyler says, he's driving, and that driving. Speaking of cars, Cody Williams is driving through the lane like a brand new 2022 Chevy Bolt EUV is what it's like. But anyways, yeah, guys, if you're thinking about buying a car, an electric one, the used EV credit expires soon, so might be time to do it sooner than later. Arkless. Dinner tonight was a hot pocket and a buffalo roller. I had to go refill my drink. Also, I stayed with my calories today, though. Chin's looking a little less chubba lubba, so that's good. We're trying to reduce the chubby chin here. Hey, look at him drive. Look at him use his body there. That was nice. I know he missed the shot, but that's him using his body. Did we see Cody Williams use his body like that last year? I don't think so. AJ Johnson, they got him in that trade. I can't remember for who was involved, but AJ Johnson was like a throw-in, and Washington got him. That was crazy. What is up, Ed Wins? What is up? Shout out to all the YouTube people. You guys are baller. Dre, are you jumping in here with me? I just hope he can become Jalen McDaniels. I think I think Cody's a project, and if he doesn't become anything, it's kind of like whatever. But we're seeing him drive. We're seeing him do some things we didn't see last year. The 3-point shot has to get better, though. Okay. But here, watch this. Look at this. He's getting by his man. I missed the layup, but he's getting by his man. That's something. Honestly, I've been pretty impressed. It's so funny. That's the one he misses, but he's been finishing at a pretty good rate, too. I think you get it when you buy it. I think it's like put into the cost, like the total of the car. Yeah. Man, AJ Johnson. That's at least what that Autobahn told me, that it's ending soon. So like end of August or something like that. Oh, did you really? You're awesome. What do you say? Oh, cool. That's awesome, Mick2. You're awesome. It's been a crazy week for me at the day job. Things are fine. I'm fine, but it's been a rough day, I'll just say. Oh, that's great. I appreciate it. Today was one of those days where I was a little like, I'm not sure I'm like up for doing it, but you know what? This feels good. I'm gonna just always be doing these. Edwins, what else are you streaming on? We're on the YouTube and on the playback. So you can go to playback, what is it? Playback.tv/SLC Dunk. Or if you go to playback.tv and you search SLC Dunk, that's where I'm streaming. Look how quick AJ Johnson is. That was kind of a steal for them. He might be something. What's the miles per gallon on it? Well, it's electric, my dude. So it's like 250 to 300 miles of distance. So we're talking charge, basically. That's awesome, too. I appreciate it. Yeah, 2022 Chevy Bolt. Honestly, it's kind of a bucket list for me. I'm not going to lie. This is kind of something I've wanted to do for a long time. So kind of a big deal for me. I have to on Friday. I'm having an electrician come out and put an outlet on my house. I'm excited. I oh 100%. We got re-upped. So SLC Dunk. I'll just a little behind the scenes. We get like a little. I get like a little tiny something for doing these. It's not a lot at all, but it's a little something. So I have incentive to do these. I'm gonna do it every game. So I don't think I get them right now though. Now it's just I kind of like doing it on playback because I know you guys really enjoy it. It allows some people to watch the game, but I also can simulcast to YouTube, so it kind of makes it easy to I don't know. And I think if we make money on it, I make a little bit. I got to talk to Harrison about that though. Like Harrison, what is up? Yeah, I'm so excited, Nick, too. They're like I truly. It's not like a Tesla or a Rivian where it's like 0 to 60 in like 3 seconds. It's 0 to 60 in like seven. So it's just like a standard car. You'd be surprised though. I guess the EUV has some pretty cool like features for a pretty cheap electric car. I think it's like honestly the cheapest electric car out there, next to like the Leaf and the. I think the Leaf is one of the cheapest ones. But I don't like Nissan. I had a Nissan and hated it, and so I've enjoyed my. Right now, I drive a Ford Focus, and yeah, isn't there? It's called like, isn't it called like single pedal driving or something like that? Where like with electric cars, it's different than gas because you can do single pedal driving where you drive, but when you let off the gas, it kind of brakes on its own. Uh, Hey, is this the first time I've ever been able to chat? What's up? Yes, Zachary, I took those off, but I want to make sure that the members are not offended. So if the members who paid before to be on the chat are offended, we'll see. I'm just kind of testing it out. I don't know if that saves on battery though, if you use single pedal driving. I was watching a video on it today actually, like oh, I think that was Austin Ainge. But oh, there's the it looked like Joe Mazzulla, but I think Joe Mazzulla's brother is on the Jazz. It might have been his brother actually. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, it has like this feature on the bolt that tells you like what the things are that are drawing from your battery and like breaks it down. And it also like tells you like your style of driving is drawing your battery more or less type thing. That was nice by Collier. Nice take. Look at those yellow shoes. They make him look faster to me. By the way, guys, I am pretty sure the Jazz are in full new uniforms this season. I have to say, this season is pretty exciting because we get Ace Bailey. It sucks that we didn't get to watch him more than twice. Little did we know in Salt Lake that was it for Ace Bailey. Maybe we'll get him on Friday. I don't know. But we get new uniforms. I actually think my favorite new uniform is the white. What do you guys? I think the white uniform is so slick. Like I don't always think the white uniform is the best one, but I think for Utah it is. And that's saying something because I feel like the black and purple are good. I actually am not as in love with the jerseys as some are. Like I think they're like an A- in my opinion. I like them. Um, I like them a lot. I'd say I don't know if I love them, but I really like them. I do really like. What is this, dude? Oh, never mind. But I think the white ones, I do love those. I think they look super good. Who was that? Number 60, whoever that is. I wish I don't have synergy. I wish I had some of these things because I wouldn't be surprised if Cody's finish rate at the rim is pretty good. Collier, I would love to see what his finish. What? Right now, I don't know if you can take much from this game, though. We got Isaiah Collier getting to the basket at will. Yeah, Jace, I don't know. We talked about this last time. I don't know if I talked about it in the post game or not. I think I did. I just don't know if when I watch Isaiah Collier shoot, I don't see a lot of balance in his legs, right? Like that's what makes Donovan Mitchell such an incredible shooter is just when you watch him shoot, he gets such incredible balance with how fast he is. Like Donovan Mitchell is an incredible athlete. It's crazy. I do think that's part of why he gets injured a little bit is he puts so much torque on those legs into his balance, and then he goes like straight up, perfect form. It's crazy. It's Donovan Mitchell's crazy. Uh, when I see Isaiah Collier, I don't see that same balance. He's super fast, super strong, but that base just doesn't look great to me, and I don't know if that's something he can learn. I don't know. I'm not super hopeful, I would say. Now that's why, and Cody Williams might not turn into anything. He might just be a complete bust, whatever. But when I see him shoot, you see you see a good base. Like you see like good what is it form and balance. He just doesn't make it. But it looks better to me. Would you take Peterson with the top pick next year? Good question. I mean, the cop out is I want to watch him play all of next year. You know, I think I think the Jazz need a superstar ball in his hand guy right now. And I think that you probably have a hard time passing on. I'm assuming that Ace Bailey's going to be really good. And so I would say Peterson right now. If I had to choose today, yeah, just take Peterson and you've got a star with the ball in his hands. Then you've got Ace Bailey at the three. You've got Walter Clayton off of him. I'm assuming Walter Clayton is turning into a star as well because I'm being optimistic. But anyways, I think it would be so tempting to just take Darren Peterson. He's so good, guys. He's so good. Um, at the same time, Cam Boozer and AJ DeBonsa are two-way players that bring not just incredible potential and scoring from the wing, but also like AJ brings defense on the wing, and Cam Boozer brings defense at the 3-4. So honestly, the correct answer is we just need to watch them play another year of college and get some more data, and you really can't go wrong. You get one of those three guys, you're happy. Like if Utah just gets a top three pick next year, I mean, I guess that's what we said this year. Well, guess what? We said that this year, and we got a top three guy in Ace Bailey. So just a reminder, man, AJ Johnson is nice. I just think I truly feel like if you just get a top three, I mean, I think that's what always happens, guys, is by the end of next year, like, I think Dylan Harper going into the season last year was, like, slated, like I remember looking at mocks and things, he was, like, 5th, right? And obviously kinda it became a consensus, like, Cooper Flag, Dylan Harper, and then that's when the draft kinda started. The same thing will happen this year. We'll see Cam Boozer at Duke. Although there are times where, like, the Orlando Magic. Can you guys hear me? I didn't have my good mic plugged in. What the heck? You guys have been listening to me through webcam. Now, how does it sound? Let's see here. I like noticed my mic wasn't plugged in. I was like, what the heck? Okay, it should be better sound. How does it sound now? It should be better. I was using my webcam mic there, guys. Sorry, I forgot to plug in my Shure microphone. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Jace, is like everyone who I mean, I included was so distraught at the draft, and then things kind of worked out. We still got a top 3 caliber pick. The tank worked. Now, if Ace Bailey doesn't pan out, that's a whole other story, but the reason you tank is to get a top pick in the draft, right? That it's a bad miss because I think this AJ Johnson or whatever his name is looks really good. Yeah, that was man. I tell you what, guys, I have to say I got some people so mad at me for my Lowry Markkanen stuff, and I'm just telling you from things I've heard, like don't be surprised, but that's okay. Well, there's just and so here's the thing is, and I talked about it in my last video. If you guys didn't watch it, that's totally fine. And if I make people mad, it is what it is. I've made Greg Miller mad. Greg Miller used to DM Amar after stuff we wrote and yell. We've gotten phone calls from like Steve Starks and stuff like that. Like, okay, calm down. We're just writing about it. Okay, dude. But anyways, sometimes when you write for SLC Dunk, you forget there is a little bit of like they all read it. It's crazy. I have some funny stories too, like like Trey Burke's dad. Uh I don't think I can share that one. Amara. Oh my gosh. I guess like here's what I would say, guys. And someone I don't think I think Doc Rivers is I guess I just say I'm glad Doc Rivers isn't our coach, but I think he's a little actually underrated. I think he's one of the to me, Doc Rivers is like the Ricky Rubio of coaches or like the Rudy Gobert of coaches. He like raises your floor, but he can also get like out coached by the top players. It's like Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert like raises your floor as a team. You are gonna make the playoffs. But once playoff time comes, his flaws start to show a little more. Teams don't guard him near the basket. Uh, things like that. Uh, Still good. Still does fine in the playoffs, but probably not the like over the top special coach. Yeah, we haven't heard anything about Kevin Love. I also think, guys, by the way, we have passed the date for when an extension for Walker Kessler could happen, which I think is a little bit interesting. He sent a picture to Amar on accident. I'm not going to say what it was. Do not share that. Oh, Amar is the funniest guy too. I miss Amar so much. He went off the grid basically. Like after he left SLC Dunk, he was like, I'm out. But I still text him here and there. Can neither confirm nor deny. I just here's my thing with the Lowry market and getting back on track here. Don't share that because, well, I don't know. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. Shout out to Trey Burke. I wish him well. I was actually, what sucks is I was excited when we drafted Trey Burke. I think we all were a little bit. And then he didn't turn out how we thought. There's our guy. The Jazz are keeping their ace up their sleeve. Why? I don't know why. Look, it's Bobby Marks. This is fun. Oh, geez. Is he okay? Ah, that looked not good. Dang, that looked not fun. Oh, it wasn't that bad, but it still probably hurt. What was I talking about? Oh, Lowry Markkanen. I do think it's interesting. So here's something I heard from a very reputable source. I do think part of the reason Jazz traded John Collins is because he did make them better. And I do think John Collins had more of a winning impact than Lowry Markkanen did, guys. Is that a hot take? He was good last year. I mean, for a lot of the season. Well, and the thing that's funny is like, here's a question. In fact, maybe I should make a video about this. Would you rather have John Collins at 26 million playing power forward or Lowry Markkanen at 46 million at power forward? You know what I mean? The money matters. And people got mad at me because I was just talking about Markkanen. Markkanen shot 34% from 3 last year. And I mean, there's just, if you're going to pay someone $46 million max money, that's like if the Jazz wanted to trade for LeBron James, those salaries match. Markkanen is in that range. So you should expect your player who is being paid at that range to perform at that level, right? And he just didn't. And, we're happy that he didn't because it helped us get Ace Bailey. But it's just kind of a disappointment. And so now Utah has this $46 million contract on the books for a player that's pretty good. But anyways, what I want to say is that, like, yes, you might have to keep Lowry Markkanen. There might not be a trade there. It takes 2 to make a trade. It's a lot. Those are large contracts, and the teams that want him may not have the capability to do it. Like, if you just go to the NBA trade machine and go try to trade Lowry Markkanen. Just go around. It's hard. It's just hard to do, even if the Jazz want to. And I think that they lean towards yes, wanting to. It's still hard to do. It takes 2 to trade, and you've got to make sure that what you get back fits your long-term goals. So
It's just really tough. And yeah, he's like an underwhelming rebounder. You're right, Magnus. Like John Collins last year was like for most of the season. I did an article on SLC Dunk. I don't know if we talked about it on the channel. I'm sure I mentioned it. He was like one of, for a good chunk of the season, was the only 50, 40, 90 player in the entire NBA. That includes like Kevin Durant. That included like Jokic. Although Jokic was crazy. Jokic is like 60, 38, 90. So it doesn't. Jokic is freaking annoying how good he is. But Tyler Johnson, thoughts on pairing Flip with Hendricks in the front court, letting Hendricks play center on defense and Flip play center on offense? I love the idea of playing Hendricks at center. That is, to me, they don't want you to hear him say something. They know, because there's YouTubers out there, Brent, that do lip reading stuff. Like, have you seen that guy Legends on Twitter? He does like lip reading stuff, and because like sometimes they'll get burned. Do you guys remember that video of Jaylen Brown talking about Bronny, and he's like talking to his girlfriend or whoever it was, saying like, I don't think he's an NBA player, and they don't want stuff like that to happen. So, yep, exactly, RNF. And I don't think it's always like, I hate Utah, like, which Jazz fans are probably worried about. I think sometimes it's just like they might be talking about another guy and they don't want it to get around. Like, if they're talking about LeBron, they don't want someone to read their lips and like, that guy said LeBron sucks. And then it's like all over Twitter. And it's kind of, I think that's basically, yeah, I don't know. I think that's basically why. Anyways, back to Hendricks. I love the idea of Hendricks at center. I love that he's gotten bigger. I have my own personal little theory that to win an NBA championship, you have to have a center that can both protect the rim and shoot threes. If you go look at all the teams that have won titles, they've had players that you can do that with. Like the Thunder have Chet Holmgren. It's why they paid him big money, because I think it's been basically coined the unicorn. You need a unicorn. It's the player that can protect the rim on defense and is a high-level defender and is also a high-level three-point shooter on the other end. Because then on defense, they are a cornerstone on defense. And then on offense, look at Cody's defense. That was nice. He just shut that down. Ooh, that was rough. Jeez. Our dudes are getting hurt. But hey, did you guys see Cody Williams shut that drive down? That was awesome. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I love the idea of Hendricks at center. I think he's like, I was looking at it like, or let's just Google it right now. Taylor Hendricks height. Combine. Okay, so at the combine, Taylor Hendricks without shoes measured 6'8.25. Now I want to see, that is a fun name. It's a unique name. Let's look at Bam Adebayo. Combine measurements. Oh my gosh, look at this. Bam Adebayo measured 6'8.75. Taylor Hendricks is 6'8.25. Does anyone give Bam Adebayo a hard time for playing center? No. I think if if Taylor Hendricks is strong enough, I think you would absolutely consider him at center, and maybe long term. I don't know. How many roster spots are available for all these Summer League Jazz players? I don't think a lot, Brent. I think I'm pretty sure, not it may be like one, but I think both of our two-way contracts are filled. Utah Jazz team payroll 25-26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, whew, 16, 17, and then RJ Lewis. Yeah, we're full. I think it's like 0. Uh, so anyways, pairing Filipowski. I do think that the Jazz are the thing we gotta remember about Filipowski is defense, and Filipowski has not proven he's a good defender yet, and so if you're not, then you're probably coming off the bench. Um, the way I kinda look at it is like, we have core pieces. Ooh, nice take. There's AJ Johnson. I like that kid. I think he's good. Is that Harkless? Harkless apparently is one of the best at taking charges in all of summer league, perhaps the NBA. I I think with bench units, you could pair Filipowski with Hendricks for sure. I don't know if I like the idea of starting Filipowski. I think a little bit of what we're seeing with summer league is you can't argue that it's not good. Like what Filipowski is doing is good. I think he gets a little bit magnified because it's summer league. Because look at like for example, look at this Wizards team. Do they even have a center on the floor? Filipowski would just like crush this team. You know what I mean? I don't know if that really tells you a lot if Filipowski is scoring on 6'4" guys. You know, I don't know. So everything we are seeing, even with Cody Williams, grain of salt, basically. Who's Abmas? Collier just massively missed the easiest lay. Yeah. When in doubt, dunk the ball. If I could dunk the ball, I would dunk the ball every freaking time. That was a nice take. On Collier. No! Let's see. I appreciate you, Jace, the unbiased and truthful take. It is what it is. That's where I come from, SLC Dunk. It's why John Reinhardt and Greg Miller banned us from the locker room. We were in the locker room. That's why they banned us because we told the truth. Sorry. Sometimes the truth hurts, but the truth is the truth. And let's see. AJ will be the pick, maybe. If he's the bet, it depends on this is a lame answer, but it depends on where the Jazz are in the draft and if they feel as if he is the best option at the pick they are at. I think what I love about the pick for Ace Bailey this year, and what I love about what the Jazz are doing, I really would love. There's like two narratives I would love for Jazz fans and just the Jazz front office, who I think has gotten rid of it in general. You don't just sign players or pick players because they're happy to be in Utah. That's stupid. Like, that's just not something you should consider more than a little bit. I guess if there's like a little situation where like I guess you can consider it in certain situations, but it's not why you give guys contracts. It's not why you keep guys on the team. It's not why you draft guys. What you do is you draft the best players available. Because last time I checked, the US dollar is just as valuable in Utah as it is in LA. Last time I checked. And what I love is that the Utah Jazz drafted Ace Bailey. They said it's tough. We're an NBA team. We are allowed to draft who we want, and they did it. And guess what? Turned out fine. Ace Bailey looks perfectly fine. And here's another thing is like it's not like Ace Bailey is going to spend all his time in Utah. Like right now he's in Las Vegas. No one's even in Utah. And after Las Vegas Summer League, I'm sure that he will go and spend a week or two with family or something like that. And then 3 weeks into August, he'll move to Salt Lake, get an apartment, and yeah, he'll live in Salt Lake for like and it's fine. Salt Lake's fine. What's wrong with Salt Lake compared to is Salt Lake much different than living in Milwaukee or Cleveland? Or, you know what I mean? Or Oklahoma City? Why is Utah any different? We're just like them. Yes, there's some stigmas with Utah, but once you come yeah, that's true, but like so I don't know. There's not that many more in certain places, but like I don't know. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't know what to say on that. I just am saying, like, come here, it's nice. All the players that have come here have truly, honestly enjoyed it. That's one of the things too, and there's a stigma about Utah, but you come here and they end up being fine. Some of them don't like it, but I don't know. Donovan Mitchell was happy to be here up until he got his supermax contract, and then all of a sudden he wanted to leave. So he got his supermax and he left. And by the way, that guy is not everything everyone. I don't know. I'll leave that alone. But uh, curious your Riley O'Brien. Curious your thoughts, and forgive me if you've already addressed this. Do you feel that the Jazz would have taken Ace Bailey had they the third pick? Yes, they would have. And I don't know. Uh, I don't know. I think there's some people that probably know better. I don't know. They might have even thought about it at 2. I don't know. But I don't know that. Let's see. I mean, I love the pick for Ace Bailey. He's big, he's long, he's athletic. That sucks, Shark. And I'll tell you what, there's some freaking losers here in Utah, no doubt. Like some of the, I don't know. There are lots of those types of people here that are losers, and I wish they would like die in a fire. But like, what can you do? I don't know. But there's types like that. Like, I mean, I remember when I was in North Carolina, I heard stuff like that, and it was like, yo, I don't know. So I don't know. I I hate. I guess I shouldn't give the argument like there's racists everywhere. Utah does have that, and it's got to get better. People need to stop like people just need to teach their kids not to say that crap. And like when your friends, it's like when they hear their friends at school, they need to like not perpetuate that garbage. You know what I mean? I hate that stuff. I hate that stuff so freaking much. Like I don't think like I think the majority of people are good people that really mean well. And I think there's some people that are ignorant and those people need to be taught somehow. I don't know how you do it. I don't know. It is like not something you ignore. It's got to get better, but there's a lot of Jazz players that have really loved being here, and I do feel like Utah's getting better. I do feel like it's improving. Um, doesn't mean that we say it's over because there are problems and we still need to fix it. We still have it is our duty to do better and to like teach each other. And if someone's doing or saying something that you know is wrong, don't perpetuate it. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't know what else you can do. It's like, you know what I mean? Uh, hey, I'm pretty sure Danny wanted Ace at 3, 100%. Jaeger had a great dunk today. I saw. It was sweet. Ray Kongor, John Tanji, not playing tonight. We don't even get Tanji tonight. Like, no Tanji. Sucks. Hit the like. Thank you, Kay. Let's see. Chase Everett. I think people are worried about being Gordon Haywarded again, but you can't run a team in fear. Exactly. You can't run your life in fear. If you just do everything in fear, you'll just trade everyone after 5 years. You know what you do, guys? And by the way, the new CBA is super strict. It's a double-edged sword. It makes it extremely tough with trades and things. But having a cap that's extremely tough with trades also is an advantage for you. So, like, let's say Ace Bailey just gets treated like a king and he loves it here and he finds a home in Utah where he can feel comfortable. You know, it's a lot like Derek Favors. Derek Favors is he's from Hotlanta, baby, the deep ATL. But he goes back there during the offseason. There's nothing wrong with that. Go take your vacation, go home, go be with family. That's what we would all do. When I lived in North Carolina and Ohio, before I came to Utah, I'm Mormon and I had misgivings about moving to Salt Lake. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. And I'm Mormon. And then I moved here and it was like fine. I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. And I know that's coming from a white guy. Yegor shot the ball well, but he had 0 assists and 6 turnovers. Yeah, I wouldn't have picked Yegor at 8. I'll just be honest. I was kind of hoping he'd be there at 21, though. I would have picked him at 21, not at 8. But you know what? Yes, member of the Church of Jesus Christ. That's exactly right. Who is our starting backcourt? Good question. I made that. What's it called? That poll on SLC Dunk. You guys can still go vote, I believe. Here's my guess, and I think I did it wrong, but I didn't put Bryce Sensabaugh. But now, after I thought about it, I think it might be Walter Clayton and Bryce Sensabaugh. Maybe. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think Walter Clayton is legit. I could see Walton Key, but one of the things I've noticed about Will Hardy, is that former Jazz man Del Curry? Is that Del Curry? Maybe not. No, I don't think so. Anyways, I wish he was Ballesteros. He is not. I think that the way Will Hardy does things, I think he did kind of put Key in the 6-man role because I kind of think that's how he looks at Keontae George down the road. I don't know, Shark. I mean, I guess in my opinion, I think they'll just have like whoever wins the position, I guess. And I think Walter Clayton has been just kind of like, who's been more impressive in Summer League, Walter Clayton Jr. or Isaiah Collier? You know what I mean? I think Walt is the perfect player to play off of a star. Like that type of guy that he can handle, he can run a pick and roll. He's a great shooter. And I think he really tries on defense. My only question is defense. Can he defend? That's what I hope. That's the thing is, like, we talk about a stretch 5, but you want a 5-out offense. And to have a 5-out offense work, all 5 have to be able to shoot. I mean, honestly, guys, if Utah gets a star in this draft, let's say they get Peterson or something like that, and Ace Bailey hits and Clayton hits, you have Taylor Hendricks if he can shoot and defend and if he looks like he's back. Shout out, Brent. I am. That I am. Every Sunday and every day in between. But anyways, if you have a team filled with players that on the defensive end defend, and then on offense can shoot, dribble, pass, and you're playing 5-out, you can win a championship with that. If you have a dominant kind of hub player, Utah has. I just don't know if Utah, even with Donovan Mitchell, and I don't think Donovan Mitchell is the dominant hub you need. I think my problem with Donovan Mitchell is I think he's an elite number 2. I just don't think he'll ever admit that or be okay being a number 2. And, not all of us can. And maybe not all of us should in life, Let's see. He's pulling an Anthony Davis. I don't know what's going on. The Jazz are obviously just being extremely careful, which is fine. But every time I see that notification that he's not playing, I get bummed every time. Kessler is too good. Same with Key. Yeah, Kessler. Yeah, that's the thing though. But Shaq was a number 1. Like Shaq was an A1 superstar dominant force, like just flat out. Like you give Shaq the ball, he's putting it in the hole. I don't know. And then on defense, Shaq was And Shaq was kind of perfect for his era because Shaq didn't have to go out and defend at the 3-point line. That's what makes someone like Chet worth the max contract he got. Because Chet can protect the rim, he can also go out and protect. He can also defend on the perimeter, and Chet also shoots the three. Chet also drives. Chet's a good player. The question is, can Chet stay healthy for the Thunder? Yeah, Shaq guys, I don't know. For all of you who are like me that are older and got to watch Shaq play, he was just, it was not fun. He was so dominant. They are, but they got their guys. So, and guess what? They're filled with picks. So they'll constantly have young players around their stars. And you know what the apron doesn't keep you from doing? Making draft picks. So that's why. Oh, here we go. Let's listen to this. Guys, what if he won the league MVP? Yeah, that was a crazy one, guys. I just wanted to watch him play so bad. Doggone it. Well, let's just make I tell you what, guys, as selfish as I am, I guess, to just want to watch Ace Bailey play. Here's a blast from the past. Remember when Bo Jackson dislocated his hip and that career was over? We do not want that. So better to let Ace Bailey get healthy. Let's see. Can Wizards beat the Jazz tonight? Yes. And during the regular season? Yes. Because, well, actually, I think Utah might be a little better than the Wizards. If Lauri Markkanen's on the team, I think so. And Kessler. I mean, honestly, there's I think my final prediction. The tank for Ace is on. We got Ace. The tank for AJ. It is we got to think of nicknames, but DeBonsa, Darren, 16. Bomb. It's time to DeBompsa. There you go. We got to get Darren Peterson. Stop caring for Darren. There you go. What else? What is it for Boozer? Loser for Boozer. DeBompsa it is. DeBompsa. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, here's my final play like PP for DP. My prediction for starting lineup for the Jazz this year, if the no other move happens, if the Jazz say we can't find it, we don't want to trade Lauri Markkanen, or we can't find a trade for Lauri Markkanen, or for anyone, if this is the roster, Walter Clayton at the 1, what's it called? Why can't I? Bryce Sensabaugh at the 2, Ace Bailey at the 3, Lauri Markkanen at the 4, Walker Kessler at the 5. That's my prediction for starting lineup. I think that's what it probably is. I probably made a mistake on my SLC Dunk article. I'm sure they'll be nice in the comments to me. But yeah. Only thing is, one thing that drives, well, and maybe it'll be a good thing. I get so tired of how much Bryce Sensabaugh turns the ball over. It's crazy. Every single game I do my post game and I go there and it's like 6 turnovers for Bryce Sensabaugh. And it's like, when did that even happen? It's crazy. He turns it over like crazy. But that might be too good of a lineup, guys. I'm telling you. Like, that's a better team than Washington, I think. Are we better than Charlotte with that lineup? I think we're comparable, depending on how good what's his name? Brandon what's his name? Brandon Miller, that's right. Like, maybe Brandon Miller takes a leap. Yeah. Oh, that's cry emoji though, Dre. That freaking sucks. If Markkanen gets injured next year, I'm pissed. Because if he has some freaking fluke injury and we can't trade him because of it, I'm gonna be pissed. Someone told me on my channel I was disrespectful for talking about trading Markkanen. I just want to, like, I don't know. Guy, if you like Markkanen, that's great. I'm not the biggest fan, but disrespectful on my own YouTube channel. Oh my gosh. This is the first time I've checked the score of the whole game. Utah is up by 4. Did they pull Cody? Oh no, he's on the wing there. No go, no good. Nice, Collier. There you go. I don't know. I think one thing I've noticed is Austin Ainge actually makes moves. Like, when they say they're going to do something and we get rumors, like, Austin Ainge, like, does it. I want to see a little more Cody taking the ball up. I mean, as much as I like Collier diving into the basket. Whoa, Collier. Oh, absolutely, Dre. I tell you what, I really want to see some, like, Taylor Hendricks center this year. Because you know what my dream lineup is? I guess if we have Kessler, is Hendricks at the 4. I would like to see. I think we're probably, and I know I do this. I think I'm, like, probably thinking of Hendricks of more than what he actually was. He was defending well. We weren't seeing a ton of offense. I think it sucks that Hendricks loses an entire year of development, so we'll get that this year. I love the idea of Hendricks at center, though. Like, what if Hendricks can play center and you've got Cam Boozer and Ace Bailey, and that's your front court? That would be freaking amazing. with like Walter Clayton. Oh my gosh. And then you got guys like Key off the bench, 5-out offense. I mean, even you bring in like Filipowski off the bench, and he's going to come in and give you 12 points pretty quick. I don't know. That's a fun team, and I think Cam Boozer and Ace Bailey, that's a really fun duo to build around. Oh my gosh. That's the thing is, I mean, I know I was disrespectful on my channel, but Lowry's not been the best defender. That's where that's where Taylor Hendricks has so much potential. Like Kessler Hendricks is a fun duo. Okay, guys, let's talk about that. Would you like this? Walter Clayton, Darren Peterson, Ace Bailey, Taylor Hendricks, Walker Kessler? I think I would like to see that. I think that would be freaking good. The question is, how good of a defender is Darren Peterson? I don't know. Or would you like to do something where it's like Walter Clayton, insert player blank, Ace Bailey, AJ DeBonsa, and I guess they're both playing kind of the 3-4 switch. Nice 3 by Cody, by the way. And then Kessler, I guess. And Hendricks. Good job, Cody! I'm telling you guys, I think Hendricks, I just want to see Hendricks get time. That's another thing that the Jazz have to prioritize is Hendricks. That's pretty amazing stuff. If you, I really want to see how he looks post injury because, man, it was a brutal injury. I remember me and Sven were doing that game, and it was like, are you serious? It was the most like, Collier's hit a couple threes tonight. What's Collier at? 2 for 4. I really want to see Taylor Hendricks get a lot of run. I don't know. I'm sometimes wrong because sometimes I think I don't have the same philosophy as some front office people, but this front office seems to have the similar feel to things as this. That must sound so freaking arrogant. It feels like the things that I want is what they've done, and I really would like to trade like Lowry to clear up room for Ace Bailey and Taylor Hendricks. That's part of what I would like. I'm kind of in the boat at this point of like, I guess if we have to sign Kessler, if we can get him for 20 million, I'm happy with that. I bet we could too. I think the Jazz are waiting too. I'm glad they are because I think Kessler is eligible for an extension right now and they haven't done it. I think they're going to let him play this year, see how he does, which is the right move in my opinion. I tell you what, Trey Johnson's looked good. He's kind of looked exactly what I hoped or what I thought. The thing about Trey Johnson, guys, is his defense, he is going to show up on the bad defender lists pretty quickly. He is not a good defender. It's like really bad. That's one of the things that had me so excited about Ace Bailey from the short little thing we saw in Salt Lake. Like the guy defended, he went over screens, he moved really well. And like his rebounding, I mean, rebounding was a big deal. Great rebounder. We're lucky we got to get a guy like that and see what he turns into. I think we can turn him into someone really, really good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're sitting him in the hip flexor just because he's got to get used to sitting. Maybe. I think you just got to like play your young guys. And I do think the Jazz are going to play to win. I don't know. I think there's a lot going on behind the scenes with this. There's still stuff going on. Walt, Peterson, Ace, Flip, Kessler. That would be a fun lineup. I would root for that. Why not Kessler instead of Flip and then Flip as your sixth man? The guys on the Ball. Who's Ball? Oh, I guess that's true. I guess I don't mind Flip at the 4. I've decided I'm kind of against Flip at the 5. Except in situations where you just need to go flamethrower and try to catch up. Like if you're like down 10 and it's early fourth quarter, like put Flip at the 5, put all your best shooters on the floor and try to get a quick run. You know, those type, but not like, I don't know. I just don't think it works. I guess we'll see. I mean, if he shoots 40% from 3 and like if he's 50-40 like 80 or something, it's hard to keep him off the floor. Look at that ball movement by the Jazz. That was nice. Jeez. Yeah, Cody's got to work on his 3-point shot. I hope he can figure out how to improve that because I think it'll make him a potential rotation player, but he's got to shoot the ball at a higher clip. Tyler Johnson, Peterson, Ace, Lowry, Taylor, Walker. I don't mind it. There's just no ball handlers. I mean, I guess I kind of, from what I've seen, I feel like Ace can turn into a somewhat of a playmaker. I don't know how much. We'll see. We'll find out. Uh, Lowry is not. Lowry's terrible with the ball in his hands in a lot of not every situation, but most. Taylor, I guess we'll see. And Walker, we know he's not very good. I was surprised too, Dre. Like, and that's kind of the thing that everyone talked about. But like, I was watching him and I was like, it's like not that bad. It kind of squirted out of his hands a couple times driving to the basket. So I think he's obviously got room for improvement. But I felt like it was like this is not like terrible. So I don't know. I think Ace can. Like, here's the thing: if Ace can like handle the ball well enough that he can drive to the basket and be comfortable driving, it really unlocks a lot. And then if he can handle that ball, if they go under the screen and he just pulls up from 3, I mean, you've got yourself a 25 point per game scorer right there. Just boom. And then obviously he's got to like be able to initiate contact so he gets to the line and so on and so forth. Just don't get a bad picture like a Senge Cody. If he gets a Paul George handle, then you've got yourself Paul George, basically. Like I think that's the comp if he can get that handle to improve because I think his defense can be the same level. Paul George, people forget, but Paul George was elite defender. And if Ace Bailey turns into that, my goodness. Like if you pair Paul George with, if Ace Bailey is that caliber of guy, that's like an elite number 2 guy. And then if you get like a number 1 in this draft, like whatever one of those guys, I mean, my gosh. How fun would a team built around Darren Peterson and Ace Bailey be if Ace Bailey has a Paul George level handle? I don't know, man. That is my channel will do numbers. I'll just say that. People will be excited. Yeah, Ace Bailey 3 assists. I went and did the math. In 34 games, Ace Bailey only had 6 games with 3 or more assists. So he did in 2 games what it took him like he just didn't do it a lot, and he already did it in summer league, you know? And the most he had in college was 4 assists. That was his career high. But we only got to see like we've been, honestly just the very tip of the iceberg. I want to see more. I want to see what he's got. Dylan's not looked super amazing. Is that just me? Like, what is Dylan Harper's numbers in summer league? It's been a little rough. Shut down. Dylan Harper shut down by Spurs after 2 summer league games. But hit like against the Jazz. Look at this. Dylan Harper in his debut, 16.6 rebounds, but it was 5 for 12 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. I mean, not terrible. But against the Jazz, it was not very good. And it's not looked super smooth. Guys, I gotta say, in that second game, Ace Bailey was like, you had like Bryce Sensabaugh and Isaiah Collard doing whatever they could to try to get enough points so they didn't have to play anymore. And Ace Bailey still scored like, what was it, 18 points and grabbed 7 rebounds and 3 assists and a block shot. I mean, good job, Cody! Cody is showing me enough that you gotta let him, I don't know, that you shouldn't cut him. Is that fair? You should like just see where this goes. What if, because I think we're seeing a little bit of improvement, and what if he has that little bit of improvement every year? That's what you hope, I guess. You get to the point where he becomes a nice player. See, look at Cody shoot. It's his, oh, that was bad. Ah, but his balance is better to me than Collier. Dang it. Jeez. I didn't realize it was that bad, Dre. Yikes. What if Bailey is like the number 2 player in the draft behind Cooper? That would be so great. And by the way, every time I hear Ace Bailey talk, I love hearing him talk. I love his personality. He just seems like a fun, happy, nice guy. I don't know what else to take from him other than I like his personality. And you know what else? I love that Walter Clayton feels like a freaking dog, like that leader that you want. Come on, Cody. Yes! Yeah! Look at that. 18 for Cody. Playing better than Dylan Harper. No, I'm just kidding. Who'd you rather have? Cody Williams or Dylan Harper? Cody Williams for Dylan Harper. Who says no? Wow, Cody! Look at that! Oh, absolutely, Dre. The CBA is not forgiving. It's just not there. And we don't have a front office that's going to like just do that, you know? Yes, we like folded with Donovan, but we kind of had to. There was nowhere else that team was going to go. There were no picks left. There was no cap left. They were in the double apron. It was only going to get worse. There was nowhere to go. If Utah builds this right and stops giving bad contracts to players, you know, it'll be fine. Just give him super max money. Like we said, $1 in Utah goes just as far as $1 in Minnesota. Thank you, Skellahan. I appreciate it. I've been really trying to grow the channel, and I'm gonna keep growing. I may, August is gonna be tough. There's not a lot going in August. I gotta I'm gonna do a better job with SLC Dunk this year too. I'm gonna set up a schedule for the guys because I feel like I have not been giving enough like structure to the team, but I'm gonna do better with that. And with my YouTube channel, I'm gonna just grow it. I don't want to be a purely national channel, but I will do national stories and stuff. And the everyday video thing is gonna keep on rolling. I had almost 500 subscribers in the last 30 days. And I hit a monetary goal I've always wanted to hit, and I did it the first time, and I was really, really, really happy. So thanks everyone for your support. I super, super appreciate it. And I'm sure Ace Bailey was a part of that, and that's great, but also posting every day has been good. I also have I have an agent, kind of. I'm part of a network agency. It's RHEI. And I had a talk with my agent a few days ago, and I have this other deal with Amazon, which is pretty great. They use my channel for research, and I get paid, so it's pretty sweet. So anyways, thank you guys for the support. I super appreciate it. Super appreciate it. Yeah, Cody's balling tonight, guys. And I know, grain of salt, it's Summer League, but it's better than him sucking, you know? End of the second quarter is good flip time. I don't think flip's coming in, my man. Let's see. Chase Averett. If we could get Kaminga and those two unprotected first, I want that so bad, dude. That's the trade, in my opinion. Nikias at the very end of the Zach Lowe pod today talked about Detroit and Lowry. What do you guys want from Detroit for Lowry? If they call you and say, "Hey, we want Lowry," what do you want? You know what I do? Would you guys take who's their guard that got injured? Jeez. Yeah, Cade. We ain't getting Cade. What's their guard's name? Jaden. What's his name? I'm getting older, guys. The names don't come to me as fast. I know who they are. I can picture them. The name doesn't come to me. Jaden Ivey. What if we did Jaden Ivey and like Tobias Harris for Lauri Markkanen and we got like a first? I'd think about that. Could Jaden Ivey play next to Walter Clayton? That might be fun. We might be too good, to be honest. I think like Jaden Ivey. Who helps you win a game more, Jaden Ivey or Lauri Markkanen? And I'm not kidding. Let's look at Jaden Ivey's. The rights to, and the FanDuel rights to Malik Beasley. Jaden Ivey, 6'4" shooting guard, 46 from the field, 40% from three last year before his injury. Jaden Ivey's. Whoa, Cody! This is sweet. Cody Williams, 13 in the third. You guys, Cody Williams, 56 from the field, 50 from three, 2 steals, 2 assists. He does not remind you of Donovan Mitchell. Or are you talking about Jaden Ivey or Cody Williams? Cody. He's a second half demon. You know who he's reminding me of? Taking advantage of that garbage time? Colin Sexton, baby. By the way, Utah's up by 22. I didn't even know. Oh, Cody Williams was right underneath. He didn't give it to him. Haters. No rebounds. He is a bum. I mean, this is a super grain assault game, but guys, here's the thing. Like, it's much better to be succeeding than failing, especially right now. If Cody Williams was like 1 for 9 and like sucked, it'd be kind of like time to be like, I think we should cut this guy. But no, he is overcoming. This is nice to see. So much better than sucking, right? What if Cody Williams is good? No, don't shut down Cody Williams. I need somebody to root for. My gosh, they've shut down everybody. One of these days, they're going to DM me and shut me down. I don't even know who Dane Goodwin is. Is he on the floor? Who's 36? He looks like he works at Swig before the game. White boy 30s. I think he made me my pool boy Mountain Dew before this game. He might be a pool boy. By the way, if you've ever been to, I think it's not Twisted Sugar, not Swig. What are the other ones? We have so many in Utah. Oh, I forgot. Guys, look at this stat line for Cody Williams. 9 for 16, 3 for 6 from 3, 2 assists, 2 steals, only 2 turnovers. Bryce Sensabaugh's like, what? Only 2 turnovers? I get at least 5. Just kidding. Let's see. I finally watched that movie Sinners on HBO. It's a vampire movie. It was okay. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I watched Superman. Guys, it is like must see. It's so freaking good. Oh, Superman was awesome. I want to go see F1. I've heard that's really good. And I want to go see Fantastic Four next week. I am getting a week off from work next week. My parents are coming. My mom, we were going to go on a trip to Mesa Verde. So I was going to not be able to post for a week. But now that my mom has like back issues right now, which sucks. And she's getting injections. So we're doing like a staycation where my mom visits and we go see like movies. I think we're going to go like have a lagoon day. What this means is I'm going to have a full week I'm going to post a video every day because that's the goal. That's what we're going to do. So videos next week. Everyone needs to let me know what you want a video about and I will do it. I'm kind of surprised. I kind of felt like Dylan Harper did not get a lot of separation when I was watching him. Like, I don't feel like his first step was super impressive. And maybe it's just nothing, and maybe it'll be fine come regular season, but it's not nothing. It's it's the video about flavored soda, electric Here's the order you should get at, oh, So Delicious, it's called. That's the other one. So there's Swig, So Delicious, Fizz, Twisted Sugar, yep, and I think there's more. At So Delicious, they have one called the Pool Boy, and it's so good. Love me a pool boy. It's, and because you guys know my love for Mountain Dew. It's a Mountain Dew with, like, cream and coconut and lime. Oh, mama. That's the combo right there. I love coconut, by the way. Do you guys like coconut? I love the texture of coconut. I love the smell of coconut. I love the flavor of coconut. Oh, I could talk about anything for hours. Ugh. We gotta do sw like, rankings of these places. I think Twisted Sugar is up there in terms of cookies. Yeah, coconut is the bomb. Never, ever underestimate a good pina colada. I tell you what, guys, we got a s'more cookie from, we went camping a couple weeks ago, or hiking, I think, I can't remember, but we got a s'mores cookie from Twisted Sugar. That thing, and it's the cookie of the month at Twisted Sugar. Where's my advertising dollars, Twisted Sugar? But anyways, that, s'mores cookie was off, what do the kids say? It was off the chains, or whatever you say. It was, uh, it was good. My wife loves at Twisted Sugar, she loves the the Zuko, it's called. It's like a raspberry cream Dr. Pepper. That's her go-to. Whoa, nice pass by Collier. You gotta make that. You're cut 36. Wow, look at him go. Wow. I'm just hoping AJ Johnson takes a major leap this year and helps the Wizards win a lot of games they don't wanna win. Ow, I just ouch. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I missed a few. Oh, Ivy. You guys you'd take Ivy. A lot of people are big on Ivy. I also am big on Ivy. I don't know if they'd trade Ivy, to be honest. But if they would, who says no? Jaden Ivey for Lowry Markkinen. Who says no? Let's see. Fizz Chip. Oh, that's right. Chip as far as cookies. It looks like Hermie from Rudolph. Are you talking about me? OMG. Yes, the chat is open. Thank you, Eugene 12. Off the G's. Fitz was the Fizz was the OG. Yeah, Cody looks good, Zach. He does. Just flat out looks good. I don't care about the salary rules. Everyone always tells you know how what I get on every single video? Someone tells me there's a minimum salary rule in the NBA and the CBA. Guys, let me just say right now, I know that there's a minimum salary rule. Ah, I know. I don't have to say it every single video. I know that. I've been doing this a long freaking time. Yeah, maybe I forgot. Maybe. If you got it, to each his own. Leaky Black. You're traded. Goodwin has cost Collier 2 assists. Uh, Collier's like, "What the heck, man?" Ooh. The Jazz are so in the let's just lose and go home mode. If there's one thing the Jazz know how to do now, it's lose on purpose. Well, guys, I'm super happy that Cody Williams is playing well. I think he's earning himself rotation minutes. That is nice. Here's a I I got on the angry machine called Twitter. Would you guys risk drowning for $500,000? So, like, this picture of Mr. Beast is being dragged down by a rock with a rope around his neck. That's pretty cryptic, but, by the way, Common Malowatch has been doing pretty well lately. Let's look at his stats. Everyone got quiet. Yes, let's risk drowning. Maybe he sucked and I'm gonna be put in my place right now. Oh, never mind. That's true. If you lose, it's like, well, I almost drowned once for real too. It was crazy. 500K would do a lot for me, I'll tell you that much. Have you guys gone whitewater rafting in, near Teton? I swam through lunch counter and I got drugged down in the river by the like, a undercurrent, and but did you live? Spoiler! But there was a moment there where I was, like, under the water, and I remember looking up, and I was like, "I'm not coming out. I think this is it." And it was weird. I did have that weird peaceful feeling. It was crazy. And then I came it shot me out, and I drug myself out of the water like a dead rat and, laid on the laid on the sandy shore for a bit. And then, this was a scouting trip, and then, like, there's this kid, uh what was his name? Um, his last name was Arnold. I forgot his first name. Oh, I mean, we've all been there where we're like, "I think I'm dying." I must have been. And then, like, Brant! Brant Arnold. Uh, oh, they got us right where they want us at 14. But Brant Arnold, he swam through to his life jacket, and he was on the other side of the river, and we, like, couldn't get to him, and we were like, "Brant, you gotta swim, Brant! Brant, you gotta swim!" And Brant just yelled back, "I can't, I'm too tired. And he died. Just kidding, he lived. I just thought it was so funny that he just said, "I can't, I'm too tired," and just accepted his demise. He just, like we watched him just float down. Legend has it I think he's somewhere in California or in the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, hope I didn't offend anyone. It's, like, somewhere in the ocean. He's, like, floated out into the ocean somewhere, wherever the Snake River comes out. Poor Brant Arnold. I'm gonna look up Brant Arnold right now. Oh, that guy. His dad was pretty funny. Uh-oh. Brant Arnold, still alive! This is so funny. I wanna share his picture, but, like, I don't know if that's, like, advisable. Oh, I love him. I haven't looked at his pictures for a while. He lives in Salt Lake. Brant, are you watching? Brant! 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 Swim! Oh, man. No way. He has literally no idea. I mean, I'm remembering him fondly. I thought he was a really funny kid. His dad, was a potato farmer. I lived in Idaho, and I did potato farm work. I worked on potato farms for, like, 5 years. Each In Idaho, they have potato harvest in October, so everyone in school in Idaho gets 2 weeks off. I lived in Rexburg, and you get 2 weeks off in October because they allow the kids to go work on farms. It's called child labor, and I worked with Brant Arnold's dad for, like, 3 or 4 years doing potato harvest. I almost got all the way to truck driver, but I Spud Harvest was the best, and I would, like, work Spud Harvest the whole time, and then I remember I bought a Nintendo 60 or did I buy a Nintendo 64? I can't remember, I think I bought one. I might have bought a GameCube, it was either that or one. Like, you work, like, 16-hour days making, like, $5 an hour. It's, like, very not ethical, but, I earned that video game. And then I went on my mission and my mom gave it all to the DI. "What the heck, mom?" Still hurts. In Shelley? No, I never went there. Nice, Brent. I lived there for a long time. My dad was a professor at BYU, Idaho. Living that Rexburg life. Things I did in Rexburg. I used to do a thing with my buddies. We were really into Jackass and, like, I was like a skater kid that didn't like to skate. But anyways, we did a lot of dumb stuff. Like one time I raced my friend. I got my mom's minivan up to like 140 miles an hour. That was so stupid on an icy road in the winter. Talk about dumb. But I won that race, baby. We set up a jump and I jumped off of it, and to this day, I think I broke my wrist because it still hurts sometimes. But I was not about to tell my dad that I like, "What'd you do?" "I was doing stunts, dad. I was doing rad stunts." And now I talk about basketball. Rexburg was pretty good football. Rexburg, when I was in high school, I never made the basketball team. In my defense, outside of the fact that I'm not as good as I, probably thought. We also won state both years I was, like, my, like, sophomore or not like, my f what is it? Junior and senior season, they won state. We had a few guys get offers. They were a good team, actually. Our rival was Rigby. Only good thing that ever came out of Rigby was the highway. Take that, Rigby. Suck on that. Rigby will never recover. Go Bobcats! Steve, that's right, Madison Bobcats. Hi, Supernova in France, baby. I don't how do they say hi in France? Uh, uh, I don't know how to say anything in French besides, like, the color blue is bleu. Uh, merci is thank you, I think. Oui, oui, oui. Yes, yes, yes. Bonjour! There we go. Bonjour, Supernova. I do speak Spanish, but it has nothing to do with French. I don't believe it, Brent. That's fake news. Merci. Uh, yeah, guess what? Yeah, like, I didn't go to a lot of things, but, like, there was always fights between Rigby and Madison, always. That's crazy. If they really took state in football, that's crazy. It was rigged. That's right. Rigby, the home of colored television, allegedly. What was that about? Did you guys see that? Well, guys, that was fun. Shout out Madison Bobcats. Shout out BYU Idaho. Shout out Spud Harvest. Shout out Brent Arnold. Swim, Brent, swim. I will talk to you later, guys. Swim!